Hi everyone, Agnes here. Now, the whole Neville Goddard concept of thinking of something versus thinking from something if you are trying to attract and manifest one of your desires. Now, it doesn't matter what your desire is, I'm going to go through this and you can apply it to any topic that you are currently wanting to bring to fruition. Okay? So, this is a powerful concept to assist you manifesting. In this video, what I'm going to do is give you a clear breakdown of how to apply this and give you very practical steps. There are going to be 7. And then at the end of the video, I'm going to give you a little recap of exactly, in tight bullet point form, what you need to remember. Okay? So, what you can expect, firstly, if you apply this, is ease in your attracting what you desire. It's not this hard, exhausting thing that so many of you tell me you're going through, okay? And also, when I've applied it with consistency, I can tell you it's hatched in a remarkably easy and quicker way than when I wasn't doing this, okay? Where everything just seems to fall into place without you having to have your foot on the back of the neck of the universe, which really doesn't work, and it takes too much out of you, and it doesn't need to be that hard, okay? So I'm going to go through these 7 steps. Number 1, firstly, you've got to understand the difference of thinking of and thinking from, okay? You're thinking of your desire as if it's over there and it's outside of you in the future, not that you've got it now. So that's thinking of, okay? So as an example, I want to have a new job, or I wish I was in a relationship, or I wish I could attract my ex, or I wish I could go on an amazing holiday, or I could buy my dream home, or I could finally find my dream job. Okay, that's all of statements, okay? It means you're here, it's over there, and there's a big gap in the middle. So that's where we all start, and that's fine. But you need to start changing it to get the flourishing and to bridge that gap, to get rid of the gap between you and it by thinking from it, okay? Thinking from it is like this. It's feeling and imagining as if your desire is already fulfilled, as if it's happening right now, that you're on the brink of it and it's like, I can see it. You embody the feeling of having what you want. How would you feel if you had the amazing job right now? How would you feel if you knew that you were loved and secure and you had such a great, amazing connection with someone and it just kept getting better and better? How would you feel now? That's how you embody it, okay? That's how you embody the from part. Now, number 2, you've got to be clear and identify your desire. Clarity, the universe loves clarity. It needs it from you. It doesn't need a fuzzy target, okay? So that's really important. Be specific, be positive, and be clear. Number 3, you've got to shift to thinking from. You got to get away from the of and move into the from. How do you do that? So instead of thinking about your desire as something outside of you, you imagine it as something that already belongs to you, that you're enjoying, okay, in your day, in your week. So use your imagination to live the feeling of the wish fulfilled. So I mean, the car example is such an obvious one that gets used a lot, but I am going to use it because I've used it to attract, well, 3 cars, and it's worked very well. Those manifestations I'll put down below for you. I'll put all my personal manifestations down below for you. There's a separate one for relationships, and there's a separate one for everything else. Okay, so you can go through that if you need some inspiration. And also, I'll put the Living in the End and Living from It playlist for you as well. So, going back to what I was saying, the car. You're not just in the street looking at the car yard over there and you see your car that you want at the car yard and you're going, oh, I'd love to drive that. That would feel really good. That's thinking of it, okay? Thinking from it, you're in the car, you've just put the window down, you've put your hands on the steering wheel, you used the tech or the dial or whatever kind of car it is to turn the music on. You found a really good song. You move the sunroof back if it's got one. You lean in the chair, you adjust it, and then you hit the accelerator, whether it's a stick shift or whether it's an automatic. Okay? So that, in that example, it's very easy to see how to live not in the of, but in the from part. You get in the car, you look out your own eyes, out the windscreen, you look this way, you see your friend waving to you to say, unreal, love the new car. So that's how you do it, okay? And you've got to do exactly the same thing for relationships, and you've got to do exactly the same thing for the dream job, and you've got to do exactly the same thing to have a lot of money, okay? Now, the fourth one, you got to use the senses, okay? You got to engage the senses that are relevant to that particular desire. So in the car, you would use your nose to smell the upholstery, you would feel the steering wheel, you would hear the windows go down, the music come on, you would hear the seat click as you pull it back, you would not be using taste, don't lick the dashboard, you would not be using, what's the other one? Eyes, nose, taste. No, I think that's it. So you just really pull forward whatever's relevant in the senses for your desire, okay? You don't have to use them all. Number 5, feel the emotions. Focus on the emotions associated with the desire. I mean, for the car, it's freedom. It's, oh my goodness, I can be alone in the car. I can get to work quicker. I can avoid public transport. I can enjoy keeping it clean, and this is my ability to do things at the last minute and just take off. This is weekends away where it would have been a hard destination to get to by public transport. All of those things you would incorporate in how you feel, okay? And being excited. You could even say I've paid cash for it, or I've paid it fully without any debt, as in bank transfer or whatever. Now, number 6, practice this regularly. Regular practice is really important. I would say do about 10 minutes a day in the thinking from state. Consistency is how you get to, you know, draw the arrow, dunk, and hit the target, okay? You don't want a fuzzy target, and you don't want a fuzzy arrow. Now, let go and trust is number 7. After you do, you're visualizing living from it. You got to release it and let it come to you. Trust that your desire is going to hatch in the right timing, and just get on with other things. Surrender and letting go is putting your full focus elsewhere. So go and do that. You know, whatever it is, just go and do other things, because that's what trust is. I have faith and trust the universe is doing their work or doing its work. I've done mine. All right? Now, in a little recap, number 1, define your desire with clarity. The universe loves clarity. Number 2, shift your mindset from the wanting state of thinking of something to the already having state of thinking from it. Okay, number 3, visualize vividly. Add in the very clear detail that poof, makes it come alive and whoosh, gives you an emotional reaction. Okay, number 4, practice daily, be consistent. And number 5, release the attachment and trust the process. When you go through this, hang on, I wrote down something else that I needed to tell you. Why do you do this? To get into the alignment state, okay? Which is the key to attracting, manifesting, creating effectively. Things are created, but you're drawing it to you, okay? Drawing it to you. You are the magnet that either repels or attracts, repels or attracts. So if you want to attract and pull it in, like a little fishing line, then you bring it in through this process, okay? Now, one more thing. A little shout out to 2 members that have joined. Petronella Popiak, you have joined the membership program, and Cash Kelly, you have actually bumped yourself up in the membership program. If any of you want to join, you get members videos that are private, that are not on the channel. I will always continue to do videos that are general for the public channel, but if you want some extra one-on-one personal help where you ask me specific questions and I make videos to answer those questions in detail, and for those of you at the highest level, you get one live chat with me a month for 30 minutes on the first Saturday of the month. So that's it. All the bits and pieces down below for you. Apply it, have fun with it. This is the game of life, as Florence used to say. Even though it's a Neville video, that's what she said, and this is Neville's way of doing it. Lots of love. See you soon.